She make it clap, clap, clap. She make it clap, clap, clap.
The same curve. I always run over that. She's not respectable girl. He's who get it on. He's got the dong. He's got the dong. He's who get it on. Dong.
Wow.
Dong.
Wow.
No, it's not Everyday Messy Girl celebration. It's just dinner. It's a lot, I know, but it's just baked meatballs. Documentary's meant to go up. People can, like, people are just ruminating about my past. That's okay. I don't live there anymore, like I always say. Go for it. No, Beezer Girl. I don't watch anything people make about me anymore, ever. So, nope. Messy Girl, I don't even know who that is. And I don't watch, again, anything people say about me. Takat. I don't know if you're gonna understand me, Takat. I can't say it in Arabic, but, I have a lot of haters, and it's unfortunate that they literally have no life and they have to dig and try to destroy, like, smaller channels and people. But I do support you and I stand by your side. If there's anything I can do for you, I will definitely do it. I don't see why YouTube would delete a channel, like, for supporting other people. Just, like, it's not doing it for any deceptive purposes. It's just literally supporting other people, like trying to grow your channel and have new viewers and different things like that. So I find that really, really sad. And I really hope that nothing happens to your channel, inshallah. And yeah, I have a lot of crappy, mean-spirited people who follow me, and they try to ruin anything I do, unfortunately. And yeah, I don't know what to do about that, you know? So well, Murderino, I have a bit of a messy past, but not probably, I mean, a lot of people who judge me have a worse past, and you know, they want to just keep digging and keep trying to bring me down with that, and it's not going to work. So they try anything, even going after innocent people, you know? I mean, I maybe gained like 6 or 7, at the max, maybe like 10 subscribers from going into people's chats and introducing myself and like talking to people. I want to try to get more Arabic people in my audience and stuff like that. Not just Arabic, but like people from around the world, you know? But that's the only amount of subs I've gained from that. I didn't gain that much, you know? I don't know why people have to go after like innocent people or people who, you know, like someone will go there and be like, stay away from Chantal, she's bad news, or stay away from Chantal, she'll bring your channel down. Yeah, because of people like you going there and reporting her. Like, what does it have to do with me? Like, I'm not responsible for my trolls. People are stuck in the past because that's where they made their big coin off of my life, right? You know, like people want a train wreck. People, that's what they want. And it's like, that's just not my life anymore, you know? It's boring and I like that. It's peaceful and it's completely taking a different direction than what people thought that it would ever go. You know, people wanted me to stay down. They wanted me to stay high. They wanted me to stay miserable. They wanted me to stay in an abusive relationship. They wanted me to be just really down. And that's not how it's ever going to be ever again. So, and like I said, it's not from a sub for sub thing to be 100K, because I literally didn't get very many subs from that. If you look at how many subs watch these other channels, it's not thousands, you know. Yeah, I just thought it'd be interesting to just try to branch out a little bit, you know, and get people from all over the world would be nice. But honestly, at first I was like, I thought it was like somebody bought them, because I was like, there's no way, you know. I'm like, I checked Salah's bank statements. I'm like, did you buy? Like, I was in disbelief, so I don't know. But then I do see a lot of comments from people who are new, and I do see that, you know, the views have gone up a little bit, and then also that, like, the sub for something, it's not just, it wasn't about sub for me, it was about gaining a new community of support, like, new people, you know? And also, doing that, I also love to support smaller channels. I've always done that. I've always been somebody who, if I see you come in here and you have a channel, like, I usually go and subscribe to your channel and I comment, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that, in my opinion, if you want to support smaller creators. So I'm trying to support, and other people are trying to bring it down. So that's not on me. That's not my doing. I'm not a bad person like that. Yes, Dime, I am very happy about the 100K, but I'm not going to be like, woohoo, woohoo, because you know what? I know the evil eye's on me. So, no. I guess I'm just not excited because I think that any minute they can be taken away because I don't know where they're coming from. I don't know, you know? I'm just so weirded out. Like, what the heck? Sweaty, I don't plan on watching. I don't know why people think this documentary, whatever you're talking about, is a holy grail. I have no idea why I would care about that. I will not be watching anything about me ever again. It's been wonderful. Not engaging in any negativity or any kind of just whatever. Anything about my past, it's irrelevant to my life now. I've moved on from it, so why would I want to go back? I wasn't begging anybody for subs. I wasn't saying, please sub to me, please, please. So whatever, I don't care. I don't know, Melly, about the plaque. I'm not sure how it works and everything. I have to, like, I think they just, like, reach out to you. I don't know. I'm just going to wait a while and chill out and see. I don't know, Brenda. I'm not worried about a plaque right now. I don't even know if I'll be able to get one here, sent here, so If I never get it, whatever. I'm not, like I said, I don't attach myself to things or put hope in things that are just not meant for me, or material things, you know? Just here to hang out with you guys. I don't know. I don't want to like talk about drama or anything like that. Negativity, stupid things, just positivity. You can still see my CPAP marks? Where? No, you can't. No, I never paid a prostitute. Makes me laugh. No, I said I never paid a prostitute, cunty queen. There's a difference. That's the thing. I don't want to pay for sex, but something about it sort of turns me on. Like the idea of like a young, hot prostitute guy. I fucking swear. But I don't need to pay for sex, okay? Coffee guy, I don't have to pay for sex with him. I've only ever like had this experience with this Turk guy. So yeah. Oh, that was fun. My sister was mentally ill. If I ever said anything about that, I talked about her being like premature and stuff like that, not calling her mentally or ill or stuff like that. I never make fun of her. Never. Bye guys, thanks for beezing. Bye. No, Beezer girl. I don't watch anything people make about me anymore, ever. So, yes, all right. So yeah, I know I said I wasn't gonna react to anything, but I feel like it's necessary to react to a few things. Because I was like, you know what, everyone is saying that Mr. Cardigan's fair. He does really good research. We'll get to that in a minute. He does really good documentaries. Number one, Mr. Cardigan, you say that I'm not a very good YouTuber. What about you? What about you making clout off of the haters and off of the same two women with eating disorders? What about that? Mr. Cardigan has proven himself in this part one to be nothing more than a glorified hater with better editing skills. Because let's face it, referencing his credible research is referencing Michael B. Sweaty and Man, I See You Next Tuesday on Kiwi Farms, okay? Kiwi Farms is a vile, racist hate forum, all right? Number one, you're not saying anything that hundreds of thousands of people have not already seen or said. You're talking about things that happened literally 20 years ago or 6 years ago, things that I've already addressed. So you're beating the dead horse to the point of it being pulp at this point. Number one thing that gets to me every time is putting my sister in the dryer. Listen, this Kathy friend of mine suddenly turned against me, okay? And she's psychotic. I could show you emails or messages I've had. She's harassed other people like this. You didn't do your research well enough. You just take her word for it. She is vile. She is a stalker. She is like insane, psychotic, okay? And I've been her friend for a while. You did not see the emails that she sent to me. Are you going to show those emails that she sent to me first? Harassing me every single day, saying the most vile things. I never put my sister in a dryer. Prove it. I never told her she can't sit with us. Prove it. I never, ever treated her badly. So that's one person that you say I treat badly in my life that you can scratch off your list. Compared to a lot of civil rivalries I've seen in my life, mine was pretty good. Maybe she's annoyed me a few times. I was 11. Again, if you want to go back over 20 years, that's your prerogative. I don't know why people are so obsessed. If a documentary needs to be made, it needs to be the level of obsession with my past as a child. You know, I've seen comments, people saying this Kathy person said my dad ran. Like as if that it's my fault as a 2-year-old that my dad left. Are you serious? Like, please. She also lied about me sleeping with everyone's boyfriends. No, she did that. She did that. I was seeing somebody, and behind my back, she did something with somebody else. Anyway, I don't want to get into that, but she was the one she's a liar, basically. Not credible source of information, all right? Again, I don't live in my past. If you have something relevant to say in the recent year, go for it. I know it's going to be the scandal with Salah. Whatever, we've already worked it out. We have a right to do that. It's our marriage. What else? Oh yeah, the cheese graveyard. Oh yeah, I'm such a bad person for that because I was talking about a true crime, you know, like Stephanie Sue does in all of her videos, and she has millions of subscribers. I don't know, like what? Because I was eating cheese on Halloween at Cheese Graveyard, and I wasn't disrespectful. I was talking very calmly. I didn't say, haha, those people are dead. Did I say that? No, I didn't. So how am I being disrespectful? You're listening to a literal hater. Like, it's so stupid. Number two, I showed dead bodies they were covered in a sheet. I was showing the Nikes. And I'm sorry, but those people were part of a cult where that was what they wanted to do.
I just want to apologize on behalf of this woman because I understand when you're in a cult, you're brainwashed and things happen. So don't listen to this woman. If you were in a cult, I am sorry. And I'm glad you got out because I know it's tough. So I'm sorry for these words.
So, I mean, something that happened so many years ago. I'm sorry, but I don't think it's too soon to talk about that. Saying that I treat everyone in my life poorly? Like who? Pete? Okay, yes, I did cheat on him. We worked it out. We're still good friends. So if he doesn't have a problem with it anymore, why should, like, random strangers? You don't know the dynamic of our relationship. You don't know the circumstances of everything, even going far back as saying I threw a chair out of jealousy. Who cares? How does that, like, how did I do anything different than a lot of people? You know, people in the chat I see are like, oh, you said some vile things to me in Cuba Rage. Yeah, but what about what you said to me? Like, I always defend myself. I don't just go off on people for no reason. If you've come in here and you've said some really nasty things to me and I've been nasty back, it's not preferable, it's not good, but yeah, I'm human, okay? And I've been pushed to limits sometimes where I've said things I don't really like, you know? But like saying, for example, that I abandoned my grandmother when she was dying. I and my mother, I've said this a million times, we were the only ones there out of the entire family holding her hand to her last breath. So how did I abandon her? Never happened. Fake lies. Another thing is that we like to treat our audience like crap for not supporting us when we fail on diets. No, what we don't like is the fact that, you know, there's been a long journey with this where we didn't really recognize all the time that, you know, that we had eating disorders. For a long time, I just thought I was like overeating. I didn't even really understand what I had as an eating disorder at the beginning of my YouTube. And I failed diets a lot, yeah. But what I would be defensive about is people coming in and fat shaming me and putting me down for not doing well on my diet. So that's what I was addressing. I would address the shaming, you know, of people coming in and saying, you're such a failure, we know it. And then you're going to say I'm a bad person for defending myself against that kind of abusive behavior towards myself, of me saying, you know, well, too bad if you don't like it, you know, get out of here. Well, it's true, you know, just because I put it out on the internet doesn't mean I have to accept your abuse towards me over and over again and not ever say anything about it, you know, and it's just so stupid. Like, I don't know. I think you should have sniped this premiere and plan to. Yeah, I think I will. Because you know what? I bet part 2 is going to be victim shaming, because I can tell the tone. He's just listening to haters as his like credible sources of information. Please, it's all crap. I'm allowed to address things if I want, you know? No, it's not my own words. It's not my own words. That's the thing. He didn't use my own words. Like, some of the stuff, yeah, but what's the big deal? Like, what's the inference you're taking from me telling a story time that happened 17 years ago? That's not even the same person anymore. And then making up things from this hater former friend who made up all these lies about me. Where's your proof? It's not a credible. Using kiwi farms as a credible source of information from people who literally hate my guts. You don't think that they have lies to tell? Come on, please. And then the irony is that you're going to sit there and call out my lies in a documentary, which I haven't seen any yet, by the way. I haven't seen any yet, so... Especially this Kathy friend. She was horrible. She was harassing me every day. I'm pretty sure I put her emails out there too. Of course no one's going to show that. No, of course not. Threatening CPS on her? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. And I'm pretty sure I apologized for that a long time ago. I never did it. I said I didn't think that she should be in, you know, raising children because of her level of morality. Imagine sitting around being a hateful harasser and your kids are privy to this. Same thing with some of the reaction channels, saying the most disgusting things, fat shaming the same fat women online and raising children. What kind of children are you going to raise? Bullies? Hello? So she just was like so horrible to me, and I was just like pushed to a point where I'm like, you know, and I never called anything. I never called them on her. I never did that. Where's my words, Tiny Puff, that I wasn't there for my grandmother? Where's my words that I put my sister in the dryer and treated her horribly? Where's my words on that? Can you tell me? No, you can't. No, they're not from my mouth. My story times? Yeah, sure. But so what? How does my story times make me a bad person? That I had to use the washroom and there was nothing to clean up with. The things that he's saying make me a horrible person are things that haters went over a million times that are not like the cheese graveyard. That was so long ago. And no, I'm sorry. I don't regret that. I don't regret that at all, because I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. I'm telling a story about a dumb cult who did some really dumb things. And to me, I thought it was ridiculous. Like, you know, and I was just pointing out the story. I wasn't saying, oh my gosh, it's so funny they're dead, you know? No, I never bought subs. Prove it. I never did. Not once. I could show you my bank statements. Why don't I apologize for my wrongdoings? Like what? Like what? I'm pretty sure I have. It doesn't matter. People don't want an apology, Blue Pot. People want to keep villainizing me. It's lucrative for them. That's what they want to do. So I'm just going to live my life, whatever, keep beating the dead horse with my past. 17, 20, 17, 6 years ago, it doesn't matter. Literally, I've grown. I'm not that person. Yes, I'm still fat and have problems with food. That doesn't make you a bad person. How is my past vile, Susan? Like what? And yes, a lot of people do have a worse vile past, including people who react to me. Anyway, no, Ren, I'm pissed because it's not true. Get it right. You can think I bought subs. I don't care. I didn't, and that's all I'm going to say. If you can prove it, fine. You can't. You know why? Because it didn't happen. Just like the dryer incident. It didn't happen. Don't raise your blood pressure. No, I find it laughable that these people just keep beating the dead horse with the same stupid things that I've already addressed. You know, oh, I'm such a bad person over things that are not even true. I never ever did that. A lot of those things. And like, I don't know. Yeah, they live in the past to make money. Exactly. So how credible and how genuine are these documentaries going to be? They're crap. They're not documentaries. They're just, I mean, if I'm such a bad person and my content's crap, but you make multi-series for hours on end about me? Okay, got it. And saying that BB never looked comfortable on camera because he didn't want to be on camera, ever. People are always like, oh, he didn't love you. He didn't love you. We were together 7 years and I broke up with him. So how did he escape? He would have never left, never. But we grew apart. There was no like, I fell out of love. That's plain and simple how it was. Do I regret cheating? Yeah. And I've said that a million times. I live with guilt from that all the time. You know? I don't know. Showing a clip of me saying like his TV is too loud. Yeah, it was. I'm trying to work and earn money for us, and he doesn't even have the decency to turn the volume down on his game or his video he's been watching for hours. So I have a right to be annoyed. Like I'm trying to earn money on my video. Like that would be like me going to his workplace and blaring TV so he can't concentrate. You know, like imagine your only goal in life right now, your entertainment, you get popcorn for, you sit down in your PJs, is to see someone rage. Like what kind of life are you living? Like don't come for me because that's not what I'm into at all. And that right there makes me a better person than all of those 5,000 people who just, again, beat the dead horse over and over and over. I saw a reaction channel who's supposedly Muslim in there. Nice Muslim you are, gossiping and backbiting on another Muslim. Gotcha. So don't ever come for my morality, ever. But it's not all in my words, oh hell no. My story time, sure. But he did a lot of talking crap and using reference people who made up lies about me. Like Kathy, like Michael B. Sweaty. Please, are you gonna really? Oh yeah, and boozing, blackfacing. That's okay though. That was swept right under the rug. Shannon, modded once again by FFG, swept right under the rug. Everything is swept under the rug unless it's me. And I can prove, I can put on my community post where I messaged YouTube because I was concerned about my channel growing. And they were like, oh, don't worry about it. You know, it's not possible for someone for someone to buy you subs. It's probably just, if it's bots or something, YouTube will just clear them out. I checked Salah's bank statements because I was like, did you buy me subs? No, he showed me. No. So I don't know. Like, how no, I wasn't racist. Oh, please. How was I racist? I don't care if no one believes. Who? The 5,000 haters that hate no matter what I do, don't believe I'm Muslim? I don't care. What grounds do you have to say I'm not Muslim? Who in the right mind has the right to say that somebody doesn't believe in something? That's ridiculous. You're lost cause. I don't even have words for you. I know part 2 is just going to be all about nattered, and it's going to be all about probably victim shaming, as if that, you know what, Mr. Cardigan, unless you're in an abusive relationship with an abusive narcissist, you can can it. And doo-doo, you can can it too, because you're going to act like we don't have video evidence of him smacking you around, you stupid idiot. Seriously, you know, oh, well, you should have kept the charges on him or it didn't happen. Okay, go look up statistically how many abused women drop charges. Go look. When you have feelings for someone at the time and they make you feel bad, did you hear anything he would say to me? Anything he said to me? No, you didn't. You never heard him trying to get in my good graces or like try to say, oh, I love you, blah, 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 to try to, you know what I mean? He was very manipulative, and going from having somebody like BB to that, what the heck? I had no experiences with people like this. Like, please. And at the time, of course, I didn't want to believe what May said. You know, all I knew was there was this woman who wanted to come down and see him, fly down to see him, spend all that money for what, his cooking. So I thought she had a crush on him. So many women were reaching out to him, and he said it was consensual. What did I know? You know what I mean? How do I know? I wasn't there. And then when I heard the Sam's Bar Lounge videos, I was like, okay, it's confirmed. I'm going to bat for you. I went to hell for this guy, and he was lying to me the whole time. And I was putting up with his abuse and everything. Goodbye. I'm whatever. Now in retrospect, yeah, I don't know. I wasn't there, but the story is a lot more plausible about me, because when I reread over and over those messages, I was like, wait, you know, and then just the way he would lie about like how he just told so many lies. And my mistake was believing him. Yep. And now that I have that veil taken off, I'm dealing with a lot of trauma. And I know you hate me, and I know you don't believe me, but I am. I deal with a lot of trauma about what happened. If someone goes to lovingly put their hand on my face, I flinch. Like, and then Mr. Cardigan says I just wanted sympathy when I would go over my breakup story with BB. Oh, really? So those tears were just fake, I guess. And then play a part back to where I said, you know, if we ever had to break up because he wants kids and I don't, then that will happen. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to be hurt that I had to break up with him. Like, what the heck? You're saying I don't have a right to feel hurt for breaking up with BB just because it had to happen? And actually, we didn't break up because of anything child-related. Like I said, he never brought up breaking up. I brought it up a few times. I wasn't happy. He was always ignoring me, gaming, watching TV. He was just like, you know, like, another thing I want to bring up is people like to quote when I said, I think it was in Cuba Rage, I'm going to manipulate you and you're going to eat it up. I was quoting a hater in chat. Somebody in chat would always say, she's going to manipulate us because, you know, whatever. So I would say that. I was quoting exactly what they said. And so that was that. I wanted to bring that up. I know I said that before, but I don't know how I would manipulate people. I always was genuine about how I'm feeling, whether I was on a diet, not on a diet. I guess if you could count, if you know, at the time I would say, okay, let's start a health journey, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, those were my true intentions at the time. I didn't have an intention of turning and making people, like, you know, using their emotions in that sense. You know what I mean? The worst is when they blame the 40-year-old guy who obviously took advantage of you as a 16-year-old. Shannon said you were an unusual 16-year-old. Unusual. I think I was just turned 16, maybe even a little shy of that. I romanticized that story because I didn't realize until people brought that up, until people were saying, wow, she was abused by this man. And I never thought of it that way because I thought it was my fault. You know, I'm the one who went to his apartment. I'm the one who, you know, he initiated because he was like coming on to me and making gestures and things. And was it precocious? Like, I was very mature in a lot of, like, you know what I mean? But even then, how mature can you be at 16? Like, you're right, the adults should know better. And I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong now. I see that. And he put me through a lot of disgusting things. You know, he would say things like, he would put on explicit videos and say, see, this is what a woman would do, but you don't want to do that, do you, Chantal? Like, he was really manipulative and like wanted to pressure me to do things I wasn't comfortable with as well. And I had a history of letting people like that take advantage of me because, you know, I wanted that. I think I wanted that validation. Like, I feel like I wanted acceptance from these disgusting men because that's how I would get it from them. Like, you don't know me in real life. I'm actually really nice and personable, and I've had a lot of friends before I isolate myself. I had a lot of friends. People always thought I was funny. You know, I was always I get along with everybody. If you meet me, you know what I mean? Like, so that's not true. I'm not an angel, and I wasn't. Like, now I'm doing a lot better. So that's my defense of it. I think it's just BS. I knew it would be BS, and I was like, let me just see, because people say he's fair, he's a good documentary person. He's just a glorified hater. I'm gonna prove her subs are fake. Prove it. How? How are you gonna prove that? Because my channel grew so fast? It's even an enigma to me. I have no idea, but I did message YouTube about it because I was concerned, because I'm not into buying subscribers. I don't want to do that. I know it's not right to do it. I know that it can get your channel taken down. My new subscriber, I know Rachel, but I didn't buy subscribers, so they're coming from somewhere. And I've had a lot of new people introduce themselves. So either it's somebody, haters buying subs, or and that's why I'm not really excited, because I still feel like it's too good to be true. So we're going to wait and see, because YouTube said if it's bots or it's something like that, they'll remove them. I made it clear. I said, it's not me. I wanted to know if it was possible. They said it's not possible, but I know people do buy subscribers. If that's what you want to do, fine. But if you're claiming to be fair and a good documentary maker, and you listen to the lies of somebody from my past from Kiwi Farms who has an agenda with no proof, sitting for 4, what photo was photoshopped? I have never in my life ever had Photoshop. Never. Never, never, never. He gave me free advertising. Yeah, exactly. These people keep me relevant, I guess. But they're keeping a part of me relevant that is not me anymore. There's no point. You know, it's so many years ago. You are not obliged to be the person that you were yesterday. It's just like, you know, these reaction channels who are so self-righteous and sanctimonious and say, I'm a changed person, so you're still making fun of me when I was an alcoholic, but I'm not anymore. Well, you're still ruminating over my past of things I did in the past. Cuba rage. Get over it. I was drunk. You can use the same excuse. You were drunk when you hate your grandfather. Well, I was drunk when I did Cuba rage. Did I physically abuse anybody? No. But you still sit there and use that for content. Have I raged in defending myself? Yeah, sure. I'm trying not to. I haven't called anybody names tonight, except for maybe the abuser, but not sorry. Same thing with Cuba rage. I'm not sorry about anything I said about that person. Nope. Not after what I've been through that weekend before I went there. Sorry, not sorry. Drunk words are sober thoughts. Yeah, and at the time I was at Cuba rage, I had a lot of hate in my heart. I was black inside. You know, you go through a year of being manipulated and abused and cheated on and everything else, and you see how when you drink, how that comes out. I'm smoking shisha, which she's over there doesn't even, like, it evaporates. It's gone once you smoke it. There's no smoke in there. You walk in here, you don't smell anything, so it's not the same. The pumped up kicks thing, again, so old. Like, how many times do you have to berate me for that? Seriously. I'm pretty sure I apologize for being tasteless about it, but people twisted that again and made it into something it wasn't. I was drunk and stupid, as usual, but I was very affected by the shootings, the amount of shootings, and then to hear that a school is shot up, and then to listen to Pumped Up Kicks, which you're getting mad at me. That's literally a song made by the band in regards to satire about the problem with shootings in America. And that's what I was talking about. I wasn't making fun of the kids dying. Actually, I remember bawling my eyes out for them. I was drunk and stupid? Yeah, sure. But I was never making fun of them being deceased. Again, that's something that gets twisted to try to villainize me. And that's, people will forever hate me over that. That's something that happened so long ago. Like, I would never do that today. I never asked people for 800 subs. I said, sub for sub, that I said that I had 800 left. We were talking about that. Big deal. So what? So what? I'm going to be villainized now for that? Trying to support other channels and have them support me, a newer audience, instead of the vile haters all the time? Wah, go cry about it. I don't care. Thanks for the money. Exposing all your pieces and parts of the internet is not small. It doesn't make me a bad person showing my behind on camera. How does that make me a bad person? I'm argumentative because I have a right to defend myself, 50 Shades of Beige. I have a right to defend myself against these people making up lies or saying stupid things. Please. So because I address what people are saying, that makes me a bad person. You just said it. All right, that's the difference. Yeah, okay. You know what? You're right. I shouldn't waste my breath at all, period. But I always defend myself. I never am on the offensive and come for people for nothing. So you're saying I don't have a right to defend myself? Candy also doesn't have people making thousands of videos about her every day. They don't. What behavior? What behavior, 50 Shades of Beige? Because people twist it and to make it into something it's not. For outrage and hate, and because they want me to rage. You know what the difference is? Candy doesn't rage. She doesn't dig into it. She doesn't, you know what I mean? I defend myself. Yeah, sure. And I've said stupid things in the past. In the past. Okay, 5%, I gotta go, guys. Thanks for listening. I'll be back another time. I just wanted to address those things, and thanks for listening and being here. It means a lot. Bye.